Biggs, you ready?
No, I'm ready for you to tell me why you have that lead plate.
Oh, snap. Simple. No reason at all. It's just a matter of coincidence that it also blocks divination spells like Detect Evil.
I hate to tell you this, but Detect Evil is not X-rays.
It doesn't matter.
We're fighting over.
Waiting for.
I don't know what we're waiting for.
We're waiting for you because you asked for a minute to finish your stuff.
I mean, I'm done with Callus.
All right. If everybody's ready, join me on the cabin map if you're not there already. And I do believe it is Caleb's turn.
Oh, shit. Alright. So we're just waiting on Feegs?
No, we're waiting on you.
Oh, well, I'm here.
And
It's your turn. It's Caleb's turn.
Oh, okay, so we're just jumping right in. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Unless anybody else has anything they need to do.
Alright. Let's see here. Let's see here. Luther is...
In the air. With the Wendigo.
Yeah, so
It
am I.
tried to drop Luther, but that didn't exactly work out too well for it, and it's kind of confused.
Alright, so I'm gonna, I guess, flank.
It's in the air, buddy.
So am I.
Okay, good.
I use my Keep of the Monty back to Dimension Door up there.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
Oh, that's right. You did, didn't you? I think that actually ends your turn, so it would be Luther's turn.
Ah.
Oh, okay.
Does that sound right?
Yeah. Wendigo is right in my face, right?
Wendigo is right in your face.
Okay. What do I have? What do I... Alright. That...
I'm sure you have something to make this Wendigo away.
I do. I've got 4 some things that can make this Wendigo go away. But I'm gonna try something. Yes, I do. All right. So I'm going to Dimension Door back down to the ground. I will be casting defensively, which I
believe you.
fail.
Ah, my flanking buddy.
Oh, please. Luther is not your flanking buddy. I'm gonna pop down there. And as a quickened action, I'm going to cast Scorching Ray at it.
Dimension Door actually ends your turn.
Does it? So I can't quicken Scorching Ray? Is it swift?
After using this spell, you can't take any other actions until your next turn.
Oh. Well, sorry there, Caleb. Have fun!
Dun dun dun!
I'm sure someone will come up there to help you flank.
Barrel.
So, we have Blessing of Fervor going. And Beryl has a 70-foot move speed. So, can he get to him?
Well, it's 200 feet up. Call it roughly 220 or 230 total move to get there. Up and over.
Keep in mind they're on the second floor on the
Yeah, this is based off of that.
Okay.
Remember, we just moved it over here for the area.
Oh, right.
You know what? He has a like a dimensional hop ability. Let me see how.
Oh, that's
Someone else is faster looking it up.
yeah. Abundant step, right? At 12th level or higher, a monk can slip magically between spaces, as if using the spell Dimension Door. Using this spell ability is a move action that consumes 2 points from his key pool. Your caster level for this effect is equal to your monk level. You cannot take any creatures with you when you use this ability.
Alright, so as a move action, you can pop up next to the Wendigo. And after you pop up there, if you use that effect, you won't be able to take any action. So if you want to
Yes,
take
hear
a
me?
standard... No, we couldn't hear you.
Really? Oh, it's because
Okay.
I was.
Yeah, that's why I started talking, because it was a stretch of silence.
All right. Yeah, I have a Discord on my laptop. Usually I do it on my phone, so I think when I open another window, it silences Discord. Anyway, he would like 2-dimension door.
Bless you.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Bless you again.
Into his style stances, and then he'll dimension door right into its path, whichever way it seems to be moving.
Okay, it's drifting south-ish at the moment.
So, do you want to move me into its path that way? Okay.
Alright. Gorat.
Alright, let's see here. What can Karat do? Well, he has no magical means of gaining access to there very quickly, so he's just going to run using airwalk.
That's okay.
That's... He can't... He doesn't have Dimension Door or anything like that.
Man, what's wrong with you? Are you some sort of like ranger? Thought everybody here has like Dimension Door.
Are you using actual airwalk?
Yeah, don't we all have it?
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
Because as a reminder, this is kind of in the middle of a storm.
Oh yeah.
You also have Blessing of Fervor.
Which I forgot about. So if you want, you can use that to get up there. But at the top of the round, I'm going to start doing the storm stuff that I forgot about. And that will involve blowing you around a bit.
Okay, that's fine. So, yeah, if I use Blessing of Fervor, increase my movement speed. It increased my movement speed by how much?
It's 30, I believe.
Okay, so that means I'll be moving 60 feet. 60 times 4 is...
Yeah, if you take out a full-out run, you can just get there.
Okay.
If you want to close into melee, however, you will be passing through its reach.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right.
Uh, 42, yeah, that will hit me for 11 damage and 14 cold damage plus a 36 to grab. And yeah, it will grab me.
Glorious.
So that's for a total of 24 damage.
You do remember you've got resist cold out, right?
Do we?
We do.
Should probably have that on my token. Protections from cold. Alright. How much was that protection I had? Does anyone remember?
Should be 30.
It's 30.
Alright, so I'll just add 14 damage. Alright, heal myself 14 then. Okay, so I'm grappled. I kind of like ran into his arms.
Glinda.
Better you than me, Gorot! Feeks, it's Europe. Europe.
Sorry, I'm muted yet again.
Of course you did.
Yeah, I forgot to look at my spell list and see what sorts of things are long range, but I guess I will do Summon Monster 7 to summon a rock.
Is this Dwayne the?
Alright, you begin casting Summon Monster.
Let's see what I got in my old library for this. Oh wait, don't we have an eagle somewhere? That'll
A
do.
very, very large eagle.
Alright, let's see. We've got...
5 foot step forward for whatever that's worth.
Okay. Yeah, sure. Let's do the terrifying thing, shall we? The Wendigo lets out a terrifying howl. Everybody, well, when I say everybody, I mean Gorot, Beryl, and Caleb give me, we'll say,
Want to introduce the paladin first?
Paladin's not showing up in the fight.
Sad. This would be a great fight for him to be introduced.
Playing. Come on.
Caleb and Beryl succeed. Gorot, however.
Well, at least I'm starting the game on the right foot.
Yep.
Failing my dice rolls again.
Oh. Wow.
Considering that I'm currently grappled, I can't move.
That's okay. Caleb can run.
Well, Caleb made the save.
Yep, Gorot's the only one that failed. Caleb just made it. Oh, apparently that was a nat 20 on Caleb's part.
Oh. Still not good enough?
Caleb, no, it was just barely good enough.
Oh.
Even so, a nat 20 on his save is auto-succeed anyway. Alright, well, considering that Garot is grappled and now cowering, I can't use him to flank. So I'm going to 5-foot step over here to flank with Beryl.
There you go.
And get my full rapier with my sneak attack in. Ah, now those are some nice rolls.
Ooh, first attack hits and confirms.
Oh, Jesus.
Second attack hits but does not confirm.
Aw.
Third attack hits but does not confirm.
Aw! Come on, Brett!
Wait.
Rolls.
Hold on.
Did you include the 2 for flanking?
No, your third attack will miss.
No, I did not include the 2 for flanking.
What?
I forgot to. I did not turn
No,
that on.
Magic. You said the third attack will miss?
Yes, it is a critical hit because it's in the weapon threat range, but it is not a natural 20.
Aw, Brad.
So 1 confirmed critical, 1 confirmed hit. Additional. What's the bonus on your rapier?
The bonus is a +4.
Alright. Alright, you lay into it and cause first blood on it. And its terrifying howl kind of chokes off a bit in pain. Luthor.
Time for a knowledge check on this damn thing.
I believe you already rolled one and did poorly on it, and you haven't leveled between. You don't get any new information.
Well, we're going to nuke it.
We know about it, if anything?
I know nothing. But I'm going to nuke it. So...
More or less, you know that it can curse things to turn into Wendigos, and it has a nightmare ability that it can use to send nightmares to people and turn them into Wendigos.
Wonder if this will work.
He
We're about to
rolled
find
well
out.
enough to know what it was, at least.
Well, I don't know if this is going to work, guys, but we're about to find out.
Alright, let's see.
That's not wrong. It's supposed to be a DC 25 fort save.
Alright, that will pass SR. Alright, he will take 25 points.
Tootie my fruity.
Alright, would
Moving
Luther
better.
like to do anything else?
Luther would love to, how far up is he? 200 feet? Let's see. Hold on a second. Oh, gotta go up feet. Alright, I'm good.
Alright. Barrel.
Punch him.
What?
Punch him.
I'm on board with the plan. First one will indeed be a stunning fist. We'll switch to the other style feat. Just oh.
Alright. Hit, miss.
Kind of cut off there.
This is Wrath, but I think he. Are we still playing where I have to say at the beginning what I'm using the Blessing and Fervor for?
Yeah, but I'll assume it's on your attack for this. And of course, the critical will hit, but it. Oh no, it'll just confirm.
His weapons don't count as adamantine anymore.
Okay, what do they count as?
Everything short of that.
Okay.
Cold iron and magic and lawful. But yeah, he changed to a +3. Anyway, that is it. Rock stop.
All right, you pummel him
Rock
quite
stop, by the
badly.
way.
Sorry?
Rock stop.
What's rock stop?
My god, sorry. I'm calling it a rock. The Wendigo. Up, moving.
Oh. He wants to know if the Wendigo stopped moving.
Oh, for the moment, it is unable to keep moving because you're in the way. The wind's kind of pressing it forward, and you're kind of pressing it back.
I probably don't get that haste attack since I didn't say that I was using it for that. It seems kind of... It'd be like, oh, it's a critical, and then I use it for an extra attack.
Well, it's not like you'd be using it for anything else this turn.
That's it.
Gorats.
Well,
Bad turn for you.
well, okay, so I'm grappled, so I have to try and get away, so I have to assume that I have to try and break the grapple in order to try and get away. Correct?
Aren't you, like, frightened and cowering at the moment?
Panicked.
I'm
Which
panicked.
means you gotta try and get away.
Panicked and cowering, right.
So, does that mean I have to try and break the grapple in order to try and get away? Or do I just not do anything?
You can be frozen. Cowering is frozen in fear and can take no actions. Panicked is must drop anything it holds and flee at top
Yeah.
speed. This is
So,
weird.
Okay, so I'm cowering, so that means...
so for the moment you are cowering, so you can take no actions. You have -2 to AC and lose your Dex bonus to AC.
Alright.
And then once the cowering runs out, you'll be frightened instead. You'll have 2 rounds of that after the cowering ends.
Okay, so I can't do anything.
Linda.
She finishes summoning the rock. Do we have a token for that, or how do you want me to deal with that? Can you hear me?
Yeah. You'll be a half
Okay.
second.
Because I think with a charge, the rock will be able to get to it.
Ah, our rock.
There we go.
So just plop him down here for now.
Okay. And it's gonna take an attack.
Ooh, what type
will
of
be-
attack? Is rocks at? I think they got more than one.
Yeah, but probably not on a charge. Oh, let's see if it has pounce. I don't see pounce.
So it's got 2 talons and a bite.
Yeah. I don't think I will power attack since I don't know how to work that out.
Also, it's supposed to be gargantuan, by the way.
That is
I think it
gargantuan.
is.
Okay, never mind.
Does that hit?
That will miss.
Okay. It misses. Kalinda will... I think she will take a full move just a run action to get over there. Like,
Okay.
I guess she'll be here.
Okay.
That's it.
Alright, so Wendigo's turn. From this point on, we'll be using the weather stuff that's ongoing. As a reminder, the winds are blowing very heavily. The snow is making it virtually impossible to see anything further than 5 feet away from you, which is going to affect your targeting Luthor.
I forgot about that, okay?
I know, that's why I'm bringing it up. And Wendigo is going to let go of Gorat as a free action. You also see some of its wounds heal before your eyes. No. You don't believe that. It is going to maintain the grapple. I have to open up the grapple chart here. All right. I'm just gonna have a beefy.
Yeah, I think that'll pin.
I think it will as well.
You are
What were
correct,
you
sir.
Oh.
All right. Now it gets to do a thing. And it's the level. Has to roll a concentration check. Which it succeeds on. And while it's got Gorat grappled, it casts Airwalk. Or not Airwalk, pardon me, Windwalk. So Gorat can give me a will save.
Alright.
Good luck.
Well, damn, that actually made it.
Wow. I am actually surprised for once.
So
Gorat turns into mist and then back into solid form.
Can we do a spellcraft on that?
Yeah.
I can't see it, so.
Yeah, it is Windwalk. Alright. And then it is going to... it is going to end its turn.
It cast it on Gorot, not itself.
It's a Wendigo thing.
Oh.
It cast Windwalk on itself and took Gorot with it.
Or tried to.
So it is gaseous.
It is.
Yeah. Okay.
Caleb.
Well, I'm going to try and stab the gas then.
Okay.
Alright, let's see. The first attack will hit. The second attack will hit. However, it is not a critical. And the third attack will miss. And you notice that your sneak attack damage no longer seems to apply to it. Because, as well, it's missed.
Oh, great. No by way or is it? Yeah.
Alright. Luthor, what would you like to do?
Regret every action I've ever taken up until this point.
Seems fair.
Yeah. The other action I'd like to do... cast Fly on myself. Because I have a 20-foot move speed. And that's not going to get me where I want to go.
Alright, you cast Fly. Would you like to then take a move action?
I would. I'm going to fly up. 60 feet. And, again, regret doing the dimensional door down.
Alright. So.
That was my move.
For this effect, I will need a fly check from...
From everybody?
No, from Luthor.
Wait, let me check my fly. Yes, that worked.
Oh, wait, was Caleb using Airwalk?
Yes.
Alright.
Bless you. Still need that fly check from Luther?
Yep. Alright, Luthor is fine. Oh goodness, this is going to be messy for Okay. It won't be that bad, but it's still gonna be bad. All right. All right, Caleb, watch your token because it's about to move.
All right.
Ooh. Alright, bro.
Huh.
The force of the wind pushes you back towards the tree area. All right. Are you ending your turn, Luthor?
Yeah, I ended. I moved up.
Okay.
There's you.
Barrel.
Barrel's gonna move 5 feet to flank. And attack. He's going to use his Blessing of Fervor to add an extra attack, and he's also going to use a key point to add an extra attack, so I'll roll that after.
Okay.
Make sure I'm impersonating the right person. So the first, the haste one can count as the Blessing of Fervor one.
All right. Miss, hit, miss, 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 miss. Hit, miss, and miss.
All misses except one.
2 hits.
Oh, alright.
Your kick and your haste, which does not confirm.
Okay. Alrighty. That is my turn.
The mist is looking pretty misty at the moment. Are you using Airwalk, Barrow?
Yes.
Alright.
Do I need a check of some sort?
I have to check because you're a larger size. No, you're alright. Gorats, you have another round of your thing pass.
Uh-huh.
Glinda.
You got a rock.
I do.
I added a generic full attack macro to your rock. So if you click on
nice.
it, it'll be in the selection box.
Okay. It will 5-foot step. Can it flank with Kalinda from there?
Um,
Or can Kalinda 5-foot step before the rock's turn?
it cannot flank with Kalinda from there. Just barely can.
Okay. Alright. Well, anyway, we'll take 2 attacks.
Alright, the first attack will miss, the other 2 will hit. And deal less damage than you would expect.
Is it capable of grabbing or not really?
Actually, hold on 1 second. Yeah, so the rock closeted, hits twice, but doesn't manage to deal any damage.
Oh, sucks.
Okay.
It
It
is
can't grab.
missed at the moment, so I don't think. Grapple's really
Okay,
good.
right. Can you do touch attacks against Mist? Or she made her
You can
spellcraft.
sure try.
Well, based on her understanding of the spellcraft.
It's limited, but the creature is still there, so you can definitely stick your hand in there and see if it takes damage or etc. etc.
Okay. Alright, she'll try a Vision of Madness on it, touching it with that.
I keep clicking the wrong map tools window.
+2 for flanking. And she'll use the Blessing of Fervor to give her +2 also.
That will hit.
Okay.
Well, that's stun. Find out.
No, it's not a stunning fist attempt.
You're
So I
just
want
touching.
to go against its touch AC. I will also try to cast a swift inflict moderate on it.
Ooh.
What are you giving the penalties? Are they the ones listed on there? -7
Yes,
to
they
saves
are.
and attacks.
They are, yes.
Alright.
I guess I have to make a concentration check. Do I have to count the, is it level 6 because it's quicken then? Or is it level 2 still? Oh, no, I don't, because you don't have to do concentration on quicken spells. Nice. Unarmed strike. Flanking and +2.
That will also hit.
Okay. That is a will save, I believe, or is it fortitude? Like we've done this a million times.
We have.
Too many things to memorize all of them.
Yeah. Inflict.
Oh, you'll also need to roll against spell resistance.
Okay. It is a will save, DC 23. Bet he makes that. But -7, so. That you want to roll. Okay. 1d20 plus 92.
That will do it. And that will not do it.
Nice. $25 damage.
How's he looking?
Well, he dissipates into mist.
In a good way for us? Or?
You missed him up.
Nice. So it looks like we destroyed him?
Yes, it does.
I'm
Sweet.
gonna go play World of Warcraft. I can't deal with the puns. Luther
A
comes
couple
flying
minutes
up.
later, the proof of your victory literally rains down upon.
Nice.
Luther comes flying up out of the storm. Okay, I've got a disintegrate in one hand and a finger of death in the other. What am I using it on?
The rain, maybe?
The rain. Oh. You killed it, didn't you?
Totally.
Oh well. Gorot, are you okay?
No. Is he gone?
Oh, I'm sorry. It was scary, huh?
Kalinda,
Yeah.
I think you might want to look Gorot over to make sure he didn't get any, I don't know, weird curses or anything like what happened to Drag Elk?
Absolutely. I'll do a heal check. Is anyone hurt?
Oh, besides the Wendigo.
All right, Gora, give me your will save or your will saver words that I have in my mouth.
Yeah, those.
Yeah, give me a will save. Damn, Gorat seems fine.
You look alright. Feel okay?
I am fine. No.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Yes, definitely. We should maybe keep an eye on each other to make sure we don't go, losing it in the night, but, this went pretty well. Maybe we should go back to the cabin and see what the ghosts are up to.
Right, we should. I'm just going to fly in there.
Yeah.
Like I wasted a spell, but oh well.
Yeah.
The weather is slowly calming. The storm abates.
The storm abates. Is that what you said?
Yep. As you enter the cabin and the room where Silas is confronting Karavak in their spiritual forms, you notice that Silas has resumed his normal previous aspect, and Karavak's ghost is slowly changing from his horrific form to a more normal dwarven appearance.
Yay, happy ending.
Good! We cured them, everyone! Good job, us!
Go team. That was really good, I think. I was worried there, but also excited because, Wendigo.
Oh yes, I mean, we could have been facing, Drag Elk.
To go.
Yes, Drag Elk to go, and, I don't even think any of us could handle it.
Maybe not. Guess we'll never know. She seems a little sad at that.
Yes, it's quite obvious that he is a... Did I leave his foot in my mansion? Oh dear.
Somebody had to toe the line. After a few minutes, the ghosts both finally relax. Karavek's feet grow back before he fades away into nothingness, and Silas turns to face you. His expression now at peace, but not without an element of sadness. You have saved my brother. You have saved me. I should reward you by simply taking the path to Xin-Shalast with me into the beyond. Yet I sense that you still harbor a desire to see those golden ruins. Very well. Look to the pages of my letter for the way. May Torag watch over you in the darkness to come.
Oh, and when you see, Pharasma, tell her, take care of Drag Elk for us. He was a good egg.
He was.
Didn't speak much, but he was a good egg.
He sure could swing that axe.
Sword. It was a sword.
Oh yeah, the bastard sword. That's right.
I still have it, too.
Nice.
Kind of left it behind.
Cha-ching. I mean, that's sad.
No, I actually said cha-ching, too.
check them out.
Oh, these must be the missing pages from the journal.
Yeah. They are, apparently.
So it would seem.
So, Xin-Shalast. Oh dear. This handwriting is, quite perplexing. And also, Brett seems to have...
No, I've been trying to reload into the map. Okay, when Feeks puts the image of the rock, it was invalid image for Imagine Everyone.
Nope,
so
not for me!
So I tried to reload the map, but it's stuck on caching, so I'm just going to try and reload it.
Now you know how I feel.
At least I kept one of my instances up, so at least I can do things.
Yeah. Oh, this is terrible handwriting. Let me see. This might take me a minute. Yeah. He should
We haven't
really
gotten a picture of it yet.
He should really have taken better care with his penmanship. All right, I think I've got the route to Xin-Shalast in hand.
Ah, there we go. Now it's working.
The only thing we'll have to do when we... Well...
I am a genius. So now what?
Is someone looking at the map? Did you get a image of it or something?
Oh,
Okay.
right, okay.
Oh,
Never mind.
he's on the phone. Okay.
I'm like,
Well, now we'll do that.
Right. Kalinda goes to the bathroom, I guess. Well, are we in good shape to move tonight if we need to?
I am fine. I can move. I got no problem with that.
Caleb, that's not even
depleted,
close
but
to your
not
voice.
majorly.
But I suppose if we could leave the cabin and start trekking there.
Well, having one's throat ripped out tends to change your voice a little bit, mate.
Right, we
It's
healed
understandable.
that, and I'm sure we'll find someone along the way to help you even further. At any rate, we should probably move on, as the way to Xin-Shalast is now clear.
Yeah. I obviously used some spells, but I think I'm still good to keep going, so that's probably what we should do.
Right. Forward, friends! Into the unknown. Where I have my thesis to finish.
Oh yes, the most exciting part of completing this mission.
Trust me. If I can prove my theory, you will be calling me Professor Luther Vale.
By the way, what is your theory? You have not really
Well, I
spoken
can't
of it
exact-
much.
Well, I have been compiling over the years the exact reason for the fall of Thassalon. To have an actual, factual Runelord to question would complete my research, and I will be able to prove that it was not the fall of the Starstone that caused the Empire to fall. But it was a lack of leadership.
And you really
Maybe
think
Merrick.
they will give you the answers you seek?
Well, I suppose we'll have to be a bit forceful, but...
I don't really want to stamp on your dreams, Luther, but in my experience thus far with the Runelords, they seem to be very egotistical.
Well, of course they're egotistical. They're... The fact of the matter is, Gorat, you would not begin to understand the painstaking amount of hours I have been researching this.
You are indeed correct, Luther, but the thing is, I can only imagine that these Runelords, should you find you need to question, would probably claim that it was not their leadership, but some other thing, perhaps with a rival that may have been responsible, or they may even claim that Thathalon never fell at all, and that is just in a dormant state.
I'm going to cast exactly 2 problems with what you just said. Number 1, we know Karzog is out there because he spoke to us in the Runeforge. And 2, yes, Thassalon fell. Do you not notice that it's not around anymore?
I do not deny that to us Thathalon is gone, but to them it may not be.
Well, we'll see when we get to Xin-Shalast. But I'm telling you, I just need this one interview to complete my research, and then I can present my paper to the committee. They will grant me my doctorate. Do you know how much honor and pride my family will have when they know that I am the youngest professor at the College of Insert Name here?
The Academy in Corvosa.
No. Corvosa's a terrible academy. It's a third-rate at best. Ugh.
Luther prefers the flesh forges.
Oh, the Flesh Forges. No! Heavens, no! I am telling you, I will be the youngest professor. And I will find my dream.
You're indeed correct, Luther. I do not know what that means.
Well, whatever. Good for you.
But it is clearly important to you, so I wish you success.
I'm sure you'll do great.
As long as you don't somehow get us all killed.
Yeah, just don't melt your brain. So, the River Ava. But not for the faint of heart. Well, that's us, the non-faint of heart. Except maybe Brotor, just now. No offense.
Right.
Shall we?
Oh, well, let's start going.
Alright, are you gonna rest before or not?
I guess we could go... What time of day is it?
Oh, let's see. I would say 4 or 5.
I guess we can go... now, just stuff everybody in the mansion. We can start fresh the next day.
Sounds good. It's pretty late. Alright.
So, stuff everybody in the mansion. We heal up. Because there are some of us who have taken a little bit of damage.
Did you need more healing? Because she would heal you the rest of the way.
Okay.
I noticed the rock's still there. That's a good sign.
It's not supposed to be. That's supposed to...
I know.
I was using him.
Alright, so what spell should I go with?
Does the map give any hint as to the nature of the danger? Like, undead yonder.
Why didn't I ever grab any of the resist energies? Or did I? Hold on a second.
Because Kalinda usually casts them.
No, I never grabbed a resist energy. Oh well. Can wizards get resist energy?
Yes, they can. They can get the communal too. But Kalinda
They absolutely
is the
can.
perfect one.
Oh. Well,
It's not
when
a
we
bad
get to
spell.
a good place, Luther's gonna teleport and go get some resist energy.
All right. So you guys ready?
Yep.
Oh,
I
your
think I can just
spell.
have a second to fix my spell.
Oh, sure. Go ahead.
Thanks. Prepare a quickened touch of idiocy. I like this quicken spell. That's fun. Alright, I'm done.
All right. So as you turn up the tributary after a day of hard travel, you realize that the difficulty of your journey has only begun, because this section of the mountain is, if possible, even worse than what you have already come from.
Of course.
The river doesn't exist with banks. The river doesn't exist with banks, but rather is a jagged cut among cliff and rock faces. There's virtually no portion where you can simply walk along, and every step you take, you will be spending 4 or 5 as many climbing, unless you're one of the happy few with flight.
Yeah. Luther's flying, by the way.
Alright.
Oh wait, no. Luther is overland flight.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a sweet spell.
The day has its fair share of bruised and cut fingers, falls, broken bones, mended with your powers, of course, and exhausting physical toil. As you climb higher and higher, the air begins to thin out on you, it becomes harder to breathe. The air continues to become even colder than before. This is one of the most inhospitable environments you have ever seen.
You know, this reminds me of when we went to the Plain of Ranch.
You see Caleb shudder, not so much more from that comment than the cold. It's like, don't bring that up again.
How many endure elements did we need to cast? Just like 2, and then we were in the Magnificent Mansion?
Right, yeah, so 1 from you and 1 from me.
Okay. I assume she feels okay, even though it looks awful. Then,
And endure elements, it does that thing.
yeah. Thanks for those second level spells. She probably would be tired with the climbing.
The Endure Elements helps you with the severe cold. However, the lack of normal oxygen is very fatiguing.
Yeah. You would need like a life bubble for something like that. I did not have that prepared today.
Alright.
Luckily, I still have a magnificent mansion.
So, for every day of travel, I will need 2 fortitude saves per character.
Alright.
God, is it that bad?
Apparently.
Oops, that's not right. Hold on. I need to fix that.
Alright. Tell me when you're done.
No, why are you still doing that?
What?
Damn it! No, hold on. I need to get the right token highlighted. All right, there we go. All right, here we go. All right, so only the first 2 are for Garrot, not all the others. That was my mistake. I had the wrong token highlighted.
Alright, here's Luther's. Wow, I rolled a 1.
Alright, Luther, about halfway through the day, you feel the effects of the weather pressing in on you. The lack of air is getting to you, and you take a point of damage to all of your ability score.
Damage?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So it's not,
Caleb, later in the day, you feel the same effects and also take a point of damage to each ability score.
Okay.
2, 3. Just a point, so it's not that bad.
Now, this is at this point assuming you're spending 12 hours traveling and the other 12 hours in the mansion, sleeping, doing your morning stuff, getting ready for bed, etc.
I think that's more than fair. That once the 2 endure elements wear off, we're done.
Yep.
Yeah, I think Kalinda would probably heal check and realize you'll be okay the next day, and that she can't really heal that all that well. She does have some restorations prepared, lesser restoration.
If you think that would really help, then I can cast that twice, and Luther, you know what that does. And
Yes, that might actually be a little bit better, but if we had Life Bubble, that would probably be better.
Life bubble. What kind of spell is that?
Sounds clericy.
Alright, let's see. I have that spell on my spell list.
It is a 5th level cleric or oracle spell, 4th level druid, 3rd level ranger, 5th level sorcerer or wizard.
Cool. 2 hours a level. Oh, yeah.
Alright, let's
Creature
see.
touched up to 1 per level. Oh, that's perfect. Yeah.
Alright, let's see here. That is... Okay, how many 3rd level slots do I have? I can only prepare that... I can prepare that 3 times per day.
Well, we say cleric or oracle, and
You want to prepare one? I'll do the other? It looks like it lasts for a really long time, so...
it's 2 hours a level, so...
I think, yeah, and divided up amongst people, though, but still. 2 castings should be sufficient. Sound good?
Oh, yeah, no, so, oh, wow. Between the 5 of us, 2 hours per caster level, that's 30 hours
Right.
of life bubble for 1.
30 hours per casting.
Divided
Yes.
by, yeah, so divided by 6, or divided by 5 is 6. And then, so yeah, 2 castings would do.
Yep.
What do you mean by that?
Okay, so you
Take a
do
word for it.
you do 15 you're a caster level of 15.
Right.
You cast life bubble, that's 30 hours of it. You
Right.
can then divide it amongst us by giving between you, Frostwind.
Oh, I see. Yes, I
Okay.
see.
So
When you
2
cast a
castings,
spell,
that's
you-
60 hours.
You cast a
Oh,
total
I
of...
forgot about
No.
Frost.
2 castings will give you a total of
10 hours.
10 hours.
10 hours per person, so you'll be shortening your travel day.
10 hours is a pretty long travel day.
Yeah, it is.
Alright, yeah, that'll work. I didn't realize I could divide it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it says so in the...
Yeah, I was just reading the
Thanks.
description. I thought it was 1 per cast, 1 per person.
Nope.
Okay.
It is
Yeah,
a good spell.
She'll prepare that instead of Wall of Stone. That is nice. Has some other potential benefits too. Oh, it allows you to see in conditions of poor visibility, which has been an issue, so that's great.
So,
Oh, no, it doesn't do that. It's saying it doesn't
Yeah, it
do
doesn't do
that. My bad.
I'm looking at this. We don't need to do endure elements. The
Cool.
shell protects subjects from extremes of temperature.
Nice.
Yeah.
And you'd get all your ability score the next day.
Yeah. So.
It's one of my permanent buffs on Fill and Reel.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
It is pretty handy. Alright, so fortified by magic. The next day, though shorter in travel time, is much easier, much less difficult. Though all things said, that's not saying. But eventually, you reach a new area.
Hey, Feegs,
Yeah, sorry.
I'm gonna ask
Am I
you to
making too
just
much noise?
say
Yeah,
when you're gonna blow your nose. Just because.
Alright, so eventually you reach the source of the river Ava, a frozen swampland shrouded in glittering clouds of ice crystals, an area known as the Fen of the Ice Mists. Yet even here, you still find no indication of the ruined spires of Xin-Shalast. The ledger, however, has further instructions for you. It tells you that you must fast and wait for a night with a full moon, whereupon the remainder of the route will be made clear to you.
Oh,
Fasting. Lovely. Well, Gorot, when's the next full moon?
That's good. Knowledge survival, right? Or knowledge would be survival or nature?
I'd let either work. So, Grot takes a moment and scribbles out a quick almanac's calendar, complete with the best times to plant, the best times to hunt, animal breeding schedules.
What did he roll?
I'm looking at a 45 here.
Oh my!
It's like all we needed was when the moon was gonna be full.
Gorot. I appreciate this. I really do. But I think this might be too much information, sir.
You realize who you are, right?
Okay, I'll buy that. But just need
I found
to
it
know
very interesting, Gorot. Very interesting.
I assume this answers your question.
Yes, it absolutely answers my question and more. Because it seems that the next full moon will be plot. I mean, anyways, I mean, fasting, it's just a little bit of a, I suppose it will be okay. I mean,
It'll be fun.
I'm just not a fan of fasting, although
Oh, you will be. It's awesome.
not spectacularly.
You get so hungry that you're just like, oh, why can't I eat? And then it just gets worse, and then it kind of gets better, but then it gets worse, and it's pretty fun.
You're not exactly selling me on this idea.
Kalinda,
I kind of concur with that.
I have fasted before. It's
Oh, so you know. Yeah.
yes, this is why I'm not a fan of fasting.
It helps if you meditate a lot.
Yes, meditation. It's
You can pray with me. She takes your hands and tries to guide you to squat to meditate.
No, Kalinda, it's okay. I'll be fine. I have my own way of meditating. Ugh.
I don't know that it works that well though, because you don't seem that relaxed.
I
Perception
noticed-
checks.
At any rate, I guess we should begin because, as I said, the next full moon is in plot.
Oops.
So. Sometimes I miss my family.
That's understandable.
Well, I have an older brother and a younger sister.
What are their names?
Figs, Discord.
Hold on. I feel as if I might be seeing something.
Really?
I will be right back. I'm gonna get something to drink.
It's just a
I went
hunch.
too far.
There's someone out there.
Really?
Yeah, she'll point.
We should probably prepare.
Yeah. She's gonna cast a bunch of spells, including invisibility and air. In fact, mostly those. Then she's gonna... I'll be right back.
Right. Why do I have greater invisibility, but
That's a good spell. As she approaches, does it seem to be can she make it out? It's like totally snowing still, or?
No, there's no storm here at the moment.
Okay. But still pretty crappy weather and terrain.
Mm-hmm.
The terrain, you've barely
Sorry.
touched on the edge of this area. I'm sending you some more stuff over to...
Good. Sorry, I have a cold, so I'm blowing my nose every 2 seconds. So
Yeah,
I'll try
we're
to-
noticing. From out of the swampy mists, coming along, shining figure, gold embraced armor appears. You can see that his features are half elven. Quite familiar. Do you look between the stranger and Luther? Oh, no. Aha! Luther!
Oh,
there
Iron
you
Bite?
are!
Iron Bite?
Yes.
No.
No.
You don't see him yet.
Like, jumping the gun, little.
Ah, you said come.
Yeah, Kalinda will walk up to, or in the air, a good, tread. Say, who are you? What are you doing here? Are you following us?
Excuse me? Who is that? You see him kind of look around.
I asked you first. We're very powerful, threatening, and you should be scared.
Is your name Savanka?
No.
I must
That's a
warn
really
you
good
then,
guess.
I am a paladin of Omade.
That's good.
I am very good. Now are you good?
Not in like a paladin way, no, but what are you doing here?
I have come on the instructions of the bidder. I have come following the directions of the inheritor.
To do what? Are you looking for us?
That I might not reveal because you have not revealed yourself. This is
Alright,
most
so break-
distracting.
She'll break invisibility.
No! Oh, you remind me of my...
Of who?
Who's your brother?
You keep cutting out on my end, so.
I think it's your end, because I'm hearing him.
Oh.
I am Callus Vale. My brother is named Luther Vale. Who are you?
My name is Kalinda Hess, and I am really excited that you're about to beat your brother. I'm just scared that you're lying, but I guess we'll find.
Lying? Why would I lie?
Because you're like an evil person in disguise or something. But I'm pretty sure we could kill you anyway if we had to, so you should follow.
Very well then, strange woman, who is very tiny. I shall follow you. Know this, if you are an evil creature, I will not hesitate to smite you down.
Okay. I'm tempted to tell you that I could smite you back, but I will.
In fact, I shall check to see if you are evil. He's casting Detect Evil.
It does not ping. You do not see an aura of evil.
Very well. I have determined you are not evil.
Okay. I wish we had a paladin.
Let us proceed, tiny woman.
Yep. She'll run off. Luther! It's your brother!
Garot,
Suddenly.
just out of curiosity, did you just hear Kalinda scream out that my brother is here?
Beryl nods.
That's what I thought. Does anybody want to go get drunk in the mansion? Because I have a feeling I'm going to go get drunk in the mansion here.
I go definitely go for some booze. Hey, yeah, I'm always up for some drinking.
Oh, trust me, you're going to be drinking a lot. Oh dear.
Kalinda tells Callus, I bet Luther is going to want to get drunk. He'll be really excited.
Probably. Let us see. Ah! Luther!
So,
Let's go.
I will need you to give ultimate power. Wait, I already have that. A survival check.
From Callus?
Yabo.
Doesn't have a very good survival check.
This is something you're familiar with then.
What happened?
The Discord. Alright, so Callus begins to stumble, leaning towards a sheet of ice, but before he steps on it, a pair of radiant wings explode from his back and sweep him into the air.
Oh, good. He brought along his wings of flying. Fear not! I am okay. I'm sure you are, Callus. I'm sure you are.
I am sensing that you two do not particularly get well along.
Oh, we get along very well. We're brothers. Do you have siblings?
Everyone I know is dead.
So I'm
You
going
seem
to
very
assume...
similar to each other.
I'm going to assume... no. Callus is going to land in front of Luther and give him a big bear hug. Ha ha! Hello, little brother! I have found you! Callus, that's great. You're crushing my ribs.
Callus, you're very low resolution.
Shush.
You lack definition.
Shush. 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 Hello, everyone!
You put the NES pixeliness.
It's probably just the token. Don't worry about it. Ah, Luther! I have found you! Yes, were you looking for me, or were you just out wandering on the command of Eomade? Brother, you should know that the Inheritor's will is one that Yes, I was told to go in this direction. Right, I figured as much.
As was I, you'll recall, by my god, so...
That's true. We tend to do. I seem to collect you people. Everyone, this is my brother Callus. Callus, I assume you've met Kalinda. The dwarf over there is Beryl, and the dour one is Gorot, and the one you're going to have to keep an eye on your valuables around is Caleb. It is a pleasure to meet you all.
I resemble that remark.
Yes, you do.
Wait, no, that's not what...
Yes. At any rate, Callus, I suppose since you're here, we could always use you. Our previous, if you say meat shield, I'm going to smack you. Our previous heavy hitter turned into a Wendigo. Really? Where is he?
He go.
He go far, far away, and I hope to never see him again in my lifetime.
Yeah, not where to go, when to go.
Oh,
I think
good.
we've been on this mountain too long.
Yes. Speaking of which, does anybody notice that the swamp here is beginning to, well, bubble?
So that is likely a bad sign, and I'm gonna cast Shield of Faith.
In my experience, ice does not bubble.
You would be wrong in this case. I have spent many a day here in this swamp. I was actually chatting with a nice nymph named Savanka. You said a nymph. Yes, that's what she claimed to be. Keep going. Yes, this swamp seems to be, well, it's rather warm underneath the ice, so as you can see, that happens on a quite routine basis. Nothing to worry about. You said she claimed to be a nymph. Did you happen to test that in any way? Now, brother, this is not like, yes, it's exactly like that incident. Mother and father were quite put out with you. Well, regardless, I have no reason not to trust her. Oh.
Nymphs are great. The rule of thumb is always trust them.
Yes, indeed. While they do not follow a true path of goodness, they are quite good in their own ways.
They're more great than good.
At any rate, Callus, we are on the lookout for the... Well, you know my thesis, right? Yes, that bothersome thesis of yours.
Who doesn't know his thesis?
You would be surprised at who in our family doesn't want to hear any more about his thesis.
It would not surprise me to learn that someone was not interested in hearing more about his thesis.
You would be surprised at who... Yes, actually, it's most of us. At any rate, what are you doing here? Oh, we're on the path to Xin-Shalast, the home of the Runelord of Greed, Karazog. Callus looks at everybody. Is he high on... Does he have mountain sickness?
I'm afraid not.
Right. Xin-Shalast, you say? Well, I have no other reason I have nothing else better to do. I guess I can accompany my little brother and his friends. Provide and try not to get him killed. Yes, because Mother would be very put out with you. Well, yes, she would.
I would say, don't try and get any of us killed.
Well, of course, I am a paladin of Iomade. It would behoove me if any of you were to die under my watch.
It would behoove you. All right.
I have had multiple brushes with death, and it has not just stuck yet.
Is he alright, Luther? Yes, he calls himself Goroth the Deathless for an actual reason. So far, nothing has been able to kill him. And believe me, a lot of things have tried.
When you're friends with Beryl, you tend to be deathless. Unless, you let him know that you want to be dead, and then he'll, let you do what you're gonna do.
No. Kalinda, before you even showed up, he had quite a few brushes with death. Well, that will change.
Sweet. Can we see your sword?
And Callus draws Faithbreaker. It looks.
Oh.
It's not that. It's still a nice holy long sword, but nothing too showy.
May I? She reaches out for it.
Actually, no. I prefer to hold on to it. The spirit that has my he doesn't like people handling his weapons. That's all.
He is a paladin after all, so he kind of can't. Val of celibacy and all.
No, he's got no vow of celibacy.
Oh, really? He's one of those rare ones that don't, huh?
Why would I ever want to take a vow of celibacy?
It's his preferred form of conversion. Goes out looking for the bad girls and then, smites evil.
Gig-a-dee.
Alright, so.
What an oath of chastity. Oh, please. Oh, no. That replaces divine grace. No, thank you.
This area, though not mountainous like your previous one, is such a mixture of bogs and ice cliffs and thin melting and refreezing ice that picking your way through it on the ground is incredibly difficult and incredibly slow. And you are slowed down to 1/10 of your normal speed.
Lovely.
In addition to that, those of you who all will be traveling on foot through.
Well, do we still have communal airwalk?
I don't know. Do we?
Well, I think Kalinda's the one who casted it.
I mean, I've got overland flight, so it don't matter.
So that is Airwalk Communal is 10 minutes a level, divided by creature, so that's not a practical way to scale this mountain.
Alright, so... yeah,
She prepares it once a day. I'm not going to prepare it all day long.
Okay. Alright, so probably Garrot, Caleb, and I know those two will probably be on foot because they don't have any way to fly.
Yeah, both my people will be on foot.
Alright, so 4 people on foot.
And you got a guy Luther's got overland flight going, and Callus has his wings of.
Alright, so it's just Ironbite's characters that are flying.
Yep.
Okay.
Alright. So there will be periodic checks to see if anybody falls into the water when you're traveling through the area. For now, what is it that you would like?
Well, I would imagine that Garrot is going to be the Pathfinder here, so being the ranger and all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he will be using his survival skill to try and find the best path.
Okay, which way are you traveling?
I imagine we're traveling towards Xin-Shalast?
At the moment, you don't know which way that is.
Thought we were gonna fast and wait for the full moon, which is again Lot.
Oh yeah, I had.
Yeah, did you forget about that?
Yeah, the whole interaction with your brother kind of made that slip my mind.
Oh, there's another joke in there, but I'm not going to say it this time.
Okay, so I guess we're not moving then, and waiting for the next full moon. Although, do we absolutely positively need to fast?
Well, the only word you have on it one way or the other comes from a journal written by a pair of dwarves.
One of whom was turning into a Wendigo.
Then how about we do this? How about some of us fast, some of us don't? Actually, don't the people who have like the isn't there someone around here who has iron stone or something so they don't need to eat or drink?
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't got any ion stones.
Or I know there's that in a ring that can do that. I don't know if anyone grabbed
He
one.
says while having a Dusty Rose prism and a orange prism kind of float around his head.
So, is he just renting those then?
Permanent renting.
So he's got a couple I rent stones then.
So
Well, let me know in chat who all is going to be eating and who all is not going to be.
Garrot will fast, Caleb will not.
Beryl and Kalinda will fast.
Luther, Callus will fast. Luther will not.
Alright. So you got 3 fasters and 2 not so fasters.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so I sent you a thing earlier, Brett, about the timeline you're.
Okay. The next full moon will be in 4 days.
Okay.
4 days worth of fasting for us.
That is gonna be some hungry days.
No, it's not too bad. Could be worse. Could have been
Yes.
30.
It could be worse.
Could have been.
Oops. Sorry.
Alright, so is there anything y'all want to do while you're here for those 4 days?
Nothing significant.
No, I
Belinda's going to do a lot of praying and looking around.
I got nothing. Nothing really I can do.
Callus will be kneeling while he fasts, because paladin.
Okay.
Yeah, I think Beryl will, they'll do some moving around to stay limber, but otherwise a lot of meditating. Trying to conserve their energy.
Alright, the paladin casts summon back pain. Everybody else is just trying to get by.
The paladin with lay on
Alright.
hands.
I will need, let's see here, a constitution check. Note a constitution check, not a fortitude save.
Gotcha.
From Caleb, from Beryl, from Kalinda, and from our new paladin.
That didn't seem to work. Why didn't that work?
Did you enter in the value of his constitution onto the token?
Hey, listen. Listen. Okay. Just listen for a second, right?
I'm guessing that would be a no.
You'd be guessing that I grabbed the wrong token. So, give me a moment. I did not.
So we just add our con modifier to a d20, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Uno momento. Por favor.
See me, amigo.
What? Aha, there he is. So, Okay, let's try that again. This time. Much better.
Alright, Kalinda. After the second night, you are very hungry and very famished. Something about the cold air just seems to make it even harder than normal. Or maybe it's something about the area, but...
Barrel.
You take 5 points of non-lethal damage. And you are also fatigued.
Oh.
Okay. I think she can cast Restoration or Lesser Restoration to fix the fatigued. Is that right?
Yes.
Yeah, she will let everyone know. Man, I'm not handling this as well as I thought I would. Feeling weak, and but she will cast the Lesser Restoration.
Alright. Alright, so third day passes, and I'll need another set of checks.
You got it.
You'll notice, Kalinda, that you have not recovered from the non-lethal damage. You still feel tenderized.
Okay.
Well, Callus is going to take some non-lethal damage.
Callus is...
She does a little better that second day, though, with a nat 20. Or
nice.
a nat 19.
Callus, here's your non-lethal damage.
4. And he'll go ahead and he'll lay on hands to cure himself of the fatigue. Who wants to be fatigued?
Does a 14 pass?
It does.
Cool.
I need Brett's rules.
I'm sorry, what?
Need another Constitution check there.
Okay. Well, that's not so good.
Wow. Just be taking some non-lethal damage that doesn't heal when healed.
Okay. One non-lethal.
All right, and the fourth day. One last set of rolls for you happy people.
Oh, blew that out.
Chalice is fine.
That's-
Grot is fine.
Nat 20.
Barrel is fine.
Glinda.
So hungry.
Oh my god, what do... She's looking very unzen and, like, complaining a lot.
And
Lying
I'll-
around moaning. Savannah, stop it. Please.
And I will need perception checks across the board.
Ah, the infamous perception.
I've heard of that.
I've heard of this check.
Alright, Kalinda, Gorat, and Callus, you all see very briefly at the same time a flash of pale skin, maybe a shoulder or an arm disappearing into the water.
Into the water?
Into the water.
Did you see that? There's someone in the water.
I did.
Fear not! Luther, what should we do?
Okay.
Oh my god, are you really doing this? Well, you seem to be the leader of this group.
Unfortunately, yes.
I don't really see him because he melts his brain.
One time I melt my brain.
I see it as your defiant. So.
I melt my brain. Wait.
If you had a banner, it would be a melted brain.
Wait. He melted his brain?
Yes.
When did this happen? And why wasn't I there to see it?
Well, since you're a paladin, you might not have thought that what we did was the right thing. But I wanted to make a deal with this demon.
I hate to bring this up, but we seem to be moving away from the very relevant issue that there's someone in the water.
Yes, I'm well aware that there's something in the water there, Mountain Man. But I'll have you know that
You've been with us like 4 days. You don't know our names yet?
No, he knows your names. He just chooses to not use Gorot's because it's funnier that way. Gorot is rather infamous in our family. Yes, the many times you've died is always a great time.
Hmm.
Luther,
At any rate,
Luther, have you been spreading rumors about me?
Rumors, sir? I will have you know that I speak nothing but the truth. At any rate, go on, Callus. Yes, we shouldn't exactly be worried. It's a nymph.
It's a nymph.
Yes, a nymph.
I didn't catch too good a glimpse of it, but you did.
Oh no, I know exactly. It's my friend Savenka.
I see.
And
What
if
is
you
she
know
doing?
anything about nymphs, you will know that they are...
I pretty much know everything about me. What is she doing?
Well, she lives here, in this swamp.
I know.
So, you know. I'm sure she's fine under there. Now,
Is
getting
she hiding
back...
from us?
Oh, quite. She heard your voices and kind of scampered off.
But I have a nice voice.
Still...
Oh, nymph!
Wow. At any rate, I want to go back to the brain melting. What did he do?
He cast a spell which he knew he should not have cast. And
To be fair, I was seeking guidance in order to get a deal with a.
he basically asked, like, should I be brave? And this outer deity was like, duh, and melted his brain.
Oh, that's hilarious! Oh, I'm going to tell Dad. He's going to laugh at you for at least a century. Yes, that's my expected lifespan. Now, getting back to the nymph in the water, are you sure she's a nymph? Well, she claimed to be a nymph. Again, is this exactly like the situation before? No, this is nothing like the situation before. Really, because it feels like that time you asked that girl out, and it turned out she was a rather effeminate man. I still took her to the dance.
So, Luthor, what?
To be perfectly clear, our track record with things claiming to be what they are is quite low. Does no one remember the Lamias?
I do. I saw your fight with them in a vision. It was most entertaining, and you did very well.
Okay, Callus, I think your new girlfriend, she is not my girlfriend. She is a girl who I happen to be acquaintance. Alright, your new nymph girlfriend, acquaintance, whatever you want to do, is laughing at us.
I was set here by a god, and I teased Luthor to, keep him from
Callus,
getting too high on his horse. But
Callus, please, just call for your friend. Oh, very well. Sivanka! Is that you?
I keep thinking you're talking about my god, Savannah.
No, Sivanka.
I know, but that's pretty much the exact same except with like a K or something.
I'm pretty sure there's a V in there, too.
Yes, Savannah and Savanka.
Well, I don't know how it...
I'm sure it's just a coincidence. It's not a coincidence.
The creature emerges from behind the party, roughly 40 feet away.
We got a token.
Luthor, I need you to give me a fortitude save. And a will save.
Isn't there like some sort of paladin thing that gives bonuses to save?
So,
Character.
Oh yeah.
you can bring yourselves onto the fin of the Ice Mists map.
Ugh. Alright. Library.
Quite tasteful.
Hey, it's the actual token image
Huh.
Is it really?
from the book. Yeah.
Wow. Put Luther right there.
So,
No, behind the party there, Gorat.
well, that's a relative term, but
Yeah, it was relative to...
So she pops up, points her finger at Luthor. Luthor fails both saves and turns into a duck. And then she falls to the ground laughing and rolling.
Callus just looks at his brother and... Oh, she's that type of creature. Hello, dear, again.
Gorat just looks at Caleb and is trying desperately not to laugh. Caleb, on the other hand, is making no attempt to hide his laughter.
Oh. Well, this is embarrassing, I think. Hello again, dear. It's so good of you to see you again. Can I ask if you could turn my brother back into my brother? As funny as this is going to, well, be when I tell it to our parents. I kind of need him to be not a duck.
Right. Anyone want some duck soup? Or how about some
If you
roast
make
duck?
one move towards my brother and a pot, you'll find out why my sword is called Faithbreaker.
Oh, you just made me do a spit check, man.
So Kalinda's like chasing the duck, laughing. How come I can't see anything?
I'll be
on the
right back.
smoke,
I need to
though?
clean myself off.
What do you mean you can't see anything?
I can't tell. It's doing a very weird visual effect when I try and zoom. I see like ground or earth, but I don't see any people
Yeah, it's
on
just
the
earth and then some tokens.
I
There's
don't
a
even see
floating
the
arrow.
token.
Do you see an arrow? Do you see two arrows side by side?
No,
Hold on. Are you zoomed out?
I can't tell. It's
Oh.
also, it just seems to like endlessly back in and out when I zoom one way. It's very odd. And it did that when oh, there we go. Okay.
I just forced everybody to look at this. That work?
Yeah, except I have no idea where my tokens are.
Oh Jesus! Yeah, you zoomed out pretty bad there, Feeks.
Oh jeez, no, it's done it again.
No, that's
I don't know where I
magic. He's screwing with us.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not doing anything. Why?
You're just going crazy.
Crazy power.
Oh, apparently that's a continuous thing, huh?
Yeah, you changed the background from grasslands to whatever this is.
There, that should have it patched.
You did-
Everybody recentered.
Yeah,
I still don't know where my characters are, but
I'll just drop a pair of tokens.
Neither
there.
do I.
Alright.
I'll bring it with me. So she laughs and claps at Gorat and Kalinda, and after a minute waves her hand, and
Alright, I'm back.
Luthor, welcome back. So yeah, Luthor's a duck.
yeah, Kalinda totally chases the duck and laughing and screaming at it.
And after a minute or two of laughing and trying to stand and laughing and pointing at Kalinda and laughing at Gorat's joke, she eventually raises a hand, and Luthor returns back to normal form with all of the memories and feelings and experiences of being an actual duck.
Please tell me,
That was
Okay.
the best thing ever.
and please tell me actually
Oh.
spits out a few feathers out of his mouth, too.
I doubt that.
Like an 80s comedy.
Okay, Callus, your friend is my friend is rather hilarious. She did that to me a time or two. Why am I not surprised? This is exactly like what happened when you went on your first mission and you came back on the arm of a succubus. She was a nice girl. She was a demon from hell. And you introduced her as your wife. It took, and I'm not even kidding here, it took 3 senior paladins and a high priest to get him out of that charm effect. And I still think he's married to her.
You know what? He doesn't really sound like a fairly good paladin. He sounds like he sucks at his job.
You know very well that was early on in my career.
He's a paladin for the hell of it.
I swear to God, I think Father was going to have a conniption fit from laughing so hard. Regardless, hello! You must be Callus's friend Savanka. How do you do? After turning me into a duck.
She begins to open her mouth and then looks around, and her face twists from one of mirth to immediate concern. And she turns towards the party and puts her finger to her lips and goes, "Shh."
And Luther nods, and then wants to do a skill check to figure out what she is.
A moment later, high in the sky, powerful wings beating, you see the form of a massive dragon soar overhead, on its way from somewhere to somewhere else. Light flickering off of its blue scales, and Luther, you know, because I know your roll bonus is ridiculous, that it must be very, very old indeed.
That's pretty rad.
Oh dear, that's a blue dragon.
We could take it.
Okay, there are blue dragons, and then there are blue dragons.
Yes. They're both blue dragons.
No, you don't understand. There are blue dragons, and then... Oh dear. Regardless, we should probably not get it. Callus, I know you think you can beat it, but trust me, you probably can't. Beat that Balor. Oh yes, the Balor. I'll never think you'll let anyone forget about the Balor story.
Luther, maybe you should ask some deity from the Outer Realms if you could be.
Glinda, would you like the revelation quill so you can ask some deity from the Outer...
Nah, I'm good.
realms?
I just do what I want. And what my goddess asks.
Uh-huh.
But I think we could totally take the dragons. So...
Oh, the north, you say? We're actually looking for something in the north. Might I ask, is there like a ruined city with shining pillars, spires, and architecture that sometimes makes no sense in that direction? Choo-choo, all aboard the plot railroad. And actually, I do think we could probably take an ancient blue dragon.
It'd be a fun fight.
Would be.
Do you have slow prepared?
I could. Oh, you see, we're on the right track. Well,
Does this
unfortunately,
mean we can eat?
yeah, I'm starting to wonder exactly why we were told to fast. Regardless, is there a way through this swamp that it is somewhat safe? We actually have to go to Xin-Shalast.
How ominous.
The world breaks there. Yes, that is rather ominous. Unfortunately, it is where our quest will take us. I see. Callus is your friend. If you say exactly what I think you're going to say, I will dunk you under the water. Yes, let's not do that. I take it that you mean nothing you can do about the world break. Changes? What exactly do you mean, changes? Silence is unnerving. Not in game, in out of game, because used to all his talking.
Well, right now there's just a conversation between the two of you.
3.
Yeah, 3. We're just kind of sitting back and letting you guys have your little chat. Nothing for us really do.
do believe Korzog's awakening has awakened other things within Xin-Shalast. Lamias and giants I'm not too worried about. It's those other things. And, of course, that massively scary dragon. I would like to get a hold of its hoard. Callus just looks at Luther as he mentions the hoard, with a disapproving expression on his face.
Hey, now that's something I can get behind.
Well, yes, for many reasons, not the least of which we are... If you say it, water, it's all around us. Your face will go in there. Alright, yes, we're trying to stop Korzog from gaining his full power. Oh, I'm sure that he does. He is, after all, an ancient... An occlusion? How interesting.
So what's an occlusion?
Oh, it's... Korzog protects the city with an occlusion field that his creatures have an obvious way of negating. Makes me wonder exactly what he would have, although there's quite a few things that could be the keys. Essentially, what this what is happening is he said it so that nothing can enter or exit the city without being checked, and if you is that allows his creatures to exit the city, you die.
Ah, so how do we get?
Find one of his creatures, kill them, and figure out what it is they've got on them. I mean, that's one way.
Well, we're pretty good at that.
I mean, another way is to figure out an item that Karzal could conceivably have an affiliation with. I mean, the most obvious, of course, is the old Sahedrin. That's rune that seems to be everywhere, dealing with the Runelords. Although I am a fan of denying him resources. Really, brother? Thinking it like a military man. And Luther's head slowly swivels over to glare at Callus. Oh. Oh, you. At any rate, thank you, dear. It was, except for the whole becoming a duck thing, which I will have dreams about. Might be pleasant, probably won't be. This was quite an equitable, exchange. But, just so you know, my brother is still, married. So, if you have designs in that way, you could probably take it up with his wife. I'm not sure, but she might be up for adding to the family. I hate you and everything you do sometimes. You're the one who married a succubus, so... The last time, the marriage doesn't count because I was under a charm effect and I couldn't consent. It's also only in my early 20s. Oh, right, yes. Let's bring age in it. We all do young, weird, and foolish things. Like marry a succubus. On our first mission. Being made a paladin. It's still funny. Okay.
Alright, sorry about that, guys. Busy day over here. We're trying to get a dog, and we keep looking at these puppies. We just found out one that we really wanted to get has a bunch of extra fees they didn't mention, so we're not going to be able
Aw.
to keep looking.
Yeah, I'll be in the same boat because I'm going to be getting. Oh yeah, this is going to continue for the rest of the game for as long as these two characters are alive. Anywho, maybe I'll even be able to figure out some pet names. Anywho, the Skulks? What? Skulks? What do I know about skunks? Knowledge check.
Roll me a knowledge history.
You got it. That's my worst. That's one of my worst rolls. Yep. Yep. Really bad at history. Do I get the page or? Oh. Oh dear. Slaves. Ew. Slaves, you say? Callus, please. 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 I'm asking you. Take your voice. Take the volume. Go down to what you call a 2, and the rest of us call normal conversation level. Fine. At any rate, they're a slave race that the Runelords used, and I don't traffic with slavery. Yes, I've seen that. Neither do I. Regardless, of course we will free these poor creatures. Everyone, all creatures, must know the taste of freedom. Without freedom, what is life worth? Oh, good lord. When we get into the mansion, I'm drinking my problems away, and my problems are you, so I don't think I'm going to stop. Hidden beast. Hidden beast. Here in the fens, or? This is quite a lovely area I've come to. Oh, you would have loved the Rune Forge. Especially the Lust area. I think there were a few succubi there. I'm going to pretend you didn't say that. Okay. Pretend all you want. I did. Oh dear. Well, that's something we'll probably have to take care of. I dare say that we'll probably have to face it if it does act. Callus, you can still take on things that are bigger than you. Possibly. How's your magic lately? I've got a few enlarged persons. Perfect! I'll be able to take on anything then. Very well. Where can we find these spared creatures, so that we might converse with them, and perhaps strike a deal? Their freedom for information. We will free them of their callous masters, either through words or force of arms. Well, of course, through the occlusion field, which, again, we need to figure out exactly how to get through. Oh, I'm sorry. I misunderstood. A giant... Okay. Well, that would make sense. Karazog had to go into hiding. Before that, he probably didn't want to advertise where he was hiding, so... That means not the entire city is covered by the occlusion field. Just probably his main palace. But, sure, if we can get into the city itself, we can figure out which building is his palace, and then figure out exactly what keeps his own followers from dying from the field. Which, probably does all sorts of nasty things to one before you die. So, right. So, tell me, dear lady, how can we get into the city where the skulks are? That doesn't sound exactly too, the world is broken. Well, I suppose you don't... Broken how? This is... I'm used to all sorts of magical effects, breaking things. There was that time when a student turned an entire room into a demi-plane filled with chocolate pudding. It's not the intended effort of the lesson. Was that Bradley and the demi-plane of pudding? Yes, it's actually a permanent. Oh. Oh. Did they ever find him? Yes. Quite a few pounds heavier. But they found him. Ah. He was a good egg. Yes, he was kicked out. Oh, of course. Yes, nothing worse than a half-trained wizard. I'm told he's been making demi-planes for children's parties now. White is quite a good... never.
So what do you mean the city's feeding? It's stealing energy, or it's feeding on the creatures that come in?
Oh no, there's a creature that's feeding on the skulks. It lives underneath the city.
Oh, the hidden beast.
Yes.
Always feeding.
Yes.
The field is above a giant building. City lies below in shadow. What do you mean broken?
Oh, no, I understand now. there are parts of Xin-Shalast that are not on this plane of existence. In fact, they are existing in other planes.
Is that right?
It's
Slavanka?
quite ingenious.
Slavenka?
Svenka, yeah.
She looks like she's having difficulty understanding what you're saying.
I
What
actually
I'm saying, or what?
What the wizard is saying.
Yes, now I understand. It's quite an ingenious city defense if you think about it.
Is part of the city sort of there, but other parts aren't there at the same time? Can you explain what you mean by broken?
Well, she just did, Kalinda. It's
Sort of. Not all our world, parts of... Alright, well... I guess that's helpful. I guess we'd better.
well, regardless, thank you very much, dear. You have been quite helpful. And again, if you and my brother wish to continue to converse, keep in mind he is a married man, but his wife is quite open in more ways than one. Oh, for the love of would you like to go see Caden? Because I can arrange it. You are aware that my goddess and your god are friends, and I can, and all I have to do is just, no, you're not that high up in the church. Now are you? I mean, Faithbreaker is a great sword and all, but it's not exactly a, completely blessed by it. Thank you.
I have to agree.
Yes, I do make a good dot. We do have a semi-portable safe haven, but thank you for the offer. It was actually, it's actually very kind of you. I'm not entirely sure you are, but regardless, thank you very much, dear. And again, your help will be rewarded. No, you're not going to put her... You're not going to put her in your paper.
Bye, nymph. You're adorable. If you want
By
to
the
do
way,
that.
I want to do a knowledge check to see what she actually is, because I don't think she was a nymph.
Go for it.
What am I rolling?
Planes.
Well, I just got some kind of nymph.
Some nymph.
She was
Alright then.
very helpful. And at least we know we have a very safe base to come back to. Speaking of which, Luther is going to take the time to memorize the fens for a teleport target. If he ever needs it.
Alright. I will warn you, due to the frequently changing landscape, that would still be difficult.
Oh, yeah, true. Still gonna do it. Yeah.
By all means, I just don't want to surprise you later.
I mean, it's still, let's see. Oh, yeah. Oh. Tasty.
All right. So that night, as the sun goes down and the
Mansion goes up.
stars rise and the moon begins to stretch out across the landscape,
Oh. Right.
some of you, not all of you, but some of you, see something in the distance.
Well, little brother, we're about to see Xin-Shalast. Where? I don't see it. Well, maybe if you had fasted, you'd be able to see it, just like the instructions told you to.
So Callus, Kalinda, and Gorod, you all see.
What about Beryl?
Beryl doesn't see shit.
Oh.
The rest of you, the three that I named, see what looks like a ghostly image of the river you've been following, but it stretches through the swamp and up into the mountains.
I think that's a sign. Do you see it? Anyone?
I'm sorry, Magic, you cut off there.
No.
What's going on?
He said there was
Gorod, Kalinda, and Callus all see the ghostly after image of the river that you've been following, the River of Ah, as it leads through the fens and up into the mountains.
Ah, I see. So clever, Luther. What type of magic would it take to produce this type of effect? Some very, very powerful illusions. Interesting. Well, Callus, lead on. I hope you can trace your way through these fens. Is it headed north, by the way?
Ish, yeah.
North-ish.
It's kind of northwest for a while, then it curves around, goes northeast a little bit, then northwest and northeast, meandering up.
I get you. Excuse me. Well, Callus, since you, Kalinda, and Gorod are able to see, do we wish to take the night travel and go through? You know. Think you could find it in the daylight? Little brother. Probably. Why did you call me? Because you're an idiot. We will follow through, for this night holds no secrets from me. We will find Xin-Shalast this night. And
so dramatic.
Callus kind of flies off dramatically. And Luther puts his hand in his face. Oh, I'm regretting every single decision my mother and father ever made. Right up to the day of my birth.
Funny, I thought it was going to be the day of his. All right, so you're heading out now, yes?
I guess so. I mean, we got a fresh set of spells, right? Everybody's got spells.
Mm-hmm.
It's dark just fell, so
So, you know, cast an overland flight, use the wings, do the whole life bubble thing. I mean, we can go through the night like it was day.
For those of you who have not yet eaten, that sounds less fun, but if you are all ready to go, I am going to start needing survival checks from one person in the party.
Well, that'll be Urat then, because he probably has the best survival skill here.
Alright. Gorat,
What is
roll me.
everyone's survival skill, by the way? Because
I'm going to need 6 more of those.
Okay.
And for those of you who are on foot, this turns out to be a torturously slow pace. Alright. I will need a... Alright, so in the first hour, you have your first accident.
Oops.
And the person suffering this particular accident is Beryl.
Aw, sorry, Beryl.
It's alright. I think. I don't know.
Beryl is walking right along with the rest of the party, but manages to step on a slightly different piece of ground than everybody else and crashes right through into the cold water.
Well, that's one. Are you really keeping track? Maybe.
Do I have to go rescue him? Or...
Callus, could you?
You have the protection from cold.
I'm sure we would.
We have
Well,
life
but
bubble, or are we
protect-
doing
protect
endure elements?
Not endure elements, the actual protection.
No. I don't know
Alright.
the situation, though, is like he crashes through the ground straight through like ice into water or something.
Well,
You step on the whole area is covered with,
Oh, it's,
with
it's like
ice,
a river.
and
Okay.
it's a swamp. It's a frozen swamp, partially frozen swamp.
Okay. Alright.
Parts of it melt and refreeze randomly depending on these gouts of steam that come up and temperature. There's a lava flow partially underneath it that keeps it hot. And you happen to unfortunately step on a piece of ice that's thin and immediately crash right through it and into the freezing waters.
Okay. Can he get himself out, or does he need help?
What's your
acrobatics.
what's your climb bonus?
10.
Yeah, roll me that.
Okay.
I know your acrobatics is high enough for sure for the second part. Yeah, you managed to climb out dripping wet, the ice freezing, the water freezing into ice on you as you're climbing.
Jeez. You think from make a noise, other than just breathing heavy, and he's trying to rub it off himself really quickly and get warm again. Kalinda's like panicked. Is there anything we can do to help him?
Well, there is one thing. Get over here, Alice. Oh, what? As Alice comes over. Could you please? Oh, he fell into the water. Well, my good man. It's a
Thanks,
good
Alice.
thing I'm here. Yes, it's a good thing you just do it. He's gonna lay on hands.
All right, that should heal him up. He looks at Callus and nods thankfully and claps him on the shoulder.
Very well, my good man. I see you don't speak much at all. But regardless, I am I am always happy to help. Onward, my friends. By the way, if you were cursed, frightened, or paralyzed, well, not cursed, but because I'd have to actually do a caster. But if you're shaken, staggered, frightened, or paralyzed, you no longer are.
He was none of those.
Well,
That's an effective way to be removed from existence.
I know.
Boom, just like that, you no longer are.
Mercies,
Dun, dun,
man.
dun.
Mercies.
All right.
Alright, after that, you
Treasure
take more care, but you have one more accident. 4 hours.
Beak.
And this time, it's Kalinda.
Huh.
Same problem. You hit a thin patch of ice, you slip through.
Can she climb out?
What's her climb bonus?
3.
Definitely gonna need to roll that.
Okay.
If she fails it, Callus will come over and fish her out. Only if she fails it.
You try to climb out, but you're unable to get purchase to do so.
You cast a spell or try to.
Oh, don't worry. Callus is gonna fly over and
You can cast the spell, but you'll need a concentration check from the cold damage.
Yeah. So plus 24.
Alright, let's see. Yeah, I think that'll
well, what spell are you casting?
Airwalk.
Oh.
Or communal airwalk, but on herself.
that'll definitely do it.
Okay.
So you try to climb out, and then you just like, okay, this is fine. You cast airwalk.
And then she's gonna just lift herself out, rise up, walking through the.
Well, that's a full round
Oh.
right there.
Yeah.
Callus, are you gonna go over this round, or are you gonna wait for now?
Callus is gonna go over and make sure she's okay. Are you okay, madam?
Well, yes, thank you. I'll be fine. It seems a little embarrassed.
You look down into the water, and she's underwater, and she kind of gives you like a thumbs up or something. And you give her a little wave back as the water freezes back into ice.
Oh!
Above her?
Not...
Above her, yeah.
Oh, Luther! Luther comes over. Oh, this isn't good.
Beryl's gonna try and smash through the ice.
Luther's gonna cast a Scorching Ray on the ice.
Alright. Crack the ice open. Beryl, definitely has the acrobatics to pass this without rolling. Reaches down into the water and grabs a hold of her arm and pulls her up out of the freezing water. And again, the water immediately turns into ice as you emerge from the pool, and his arm is coated in it and frozen to Kalinda's arm.
Hold on.
And does that seem due to just the temperature, or is the physical effect?
Definitely, the temperature alone would do that.
Okay, it's that cold.
You're at the extreme range of what the Endure Element spell can handle.
Wow.
It is cold.
Well, it's a good thing we have Life Bubble.
Yeah. Hold on. If you try to do what you're about to do, I'm going to kill you. We really need them intact. I think I've learned a few things since the last time I tried to do this. You almost broke my hand off.
I think while you guys are arguing, Kalinda and Beryl are gonna strike this ice and smash non-lethally.
When in doubt, sunder.
Sunder that arm.
Sunder the ice, but yeah, I get it.
You crack the chunked ice off pretty easily. Beryl definitely has the fortitude to do that. Also, I have 5.
Yes, you do.
I wouldn't say no to some lay on hands, she says, winking.
Again, you are shush. Seriously, that joke got old after I left. It's all smoothed over.
Well,
What was your punishment again?
Walking above the ice for a little while.
Alright, so gonna be able to get across the fens with that.
Are we mishap free from here on?
I think we are. Relative improvement of the mountains, yeah.
For those of you who are fasting, I will need another set of save.
Constitution.
Constitution.
Alright.
Oh, Kalinda.
The first one was barrels, actually. Sorry, my mic was off.
Barrel this time.
We'll be right back. I gotta go to the bathroom. Ugh.
And after your rest that day, as Beryl emerges from your luxurious cabin full of delicious smelling food you can't eat, he too can see the misty, translucent.
It's all about failing those.
Gotta be hungry for the XP.
Yeah.
Hungry for the level.
It's like a beautiful form of experience through starvation. Here, Luthor, let me help you.
And she touches you.
What am I getting helped with?
Your skills have a +7, and your attacks have a +, but your saves have a, or I'm sorry, your attacks and saves have 7. But she basically gives you a vision of madness for about 18 seconds.
Why would you do that to Luther?
Because she's Galinda and she does that sort of thing.
I see.
Because he can't see. He wasn't seeing the thing, was he?
No, I went to the bathroom, man. I was off for a second.
Yeah, Luthor does not see the water.
Yeah. She's trying to help you out.
Oh, I see. Thank you, Kalinda. But a vision of madness was not needed. I don't need to see the thing. My brother has the ability to. My brother, leading us into death and destruction. So
sometimes you don't know you need a vision of madness, but you really do.
In that moment, Luthor had a most terrible vision of madness. A world where magic didn't even exist. Where gnomes ruled the world with their mechanical creations. And where people pretended to use magic using little scripts of paper and small wooden blocks.
Wow. Where people threw beanbags and called them lightning bolts.
Where all was large.
That is a great video. Especially the one with the special effects added.
Lightning bolt! Lightning bolt! Lightning bolt!
It's a classic.
It really is.
Alright, so you continue to travel for 2 more days. You're very hungry 2 days.
Are they still fasting?
I don't know. Are they?
Yep.
How long has it been? It's been like a week.
It's been 5 days.
Yeah, after these next 2 days, we'll make it around a week.
Man, this is really...
But yeah, she's still fasting. I can take it.
Alright. So, everybody who is fasting is, of course, fatigued every morning. And I will need 2 more saves or 2 more contracts per person.
Alright.
Oh, I accidentally deleted my non-lethal damage off of Hero Labs. Not that it matters for Callus. I think I had, 5?
Alright. Gora, you have 1 more day where you take hunger pains.
And this is non-lethal that can't be healed.
Correct. Linda, you will have 2 more points. And I think I need one more for barrel.
I just rolled that 24. So you need more than one? No.
I needed two, yeah. Alright, and barrel. So your totals right now should be Gorat with 6 non-lethal, Barrel with 5, Kalinda with 8, and Callus with 4.
4, okay. Sorry, like I said, I accidentally hit wrong.
It happens, I got you.
I don't know how to do that, but I'm just putting it on my labels.
I just have it stuck in a notepad. It won't matter unless you get that far away from death, which is unlikely.
Right. Yeah.
But after all of that travel, finally, something new comes into view. The phantom waters of the ghostly river's root are joined by an ancient road paved with flat stones that, upon inspection, appear to have a faint sheen of gold to them. This is the final note in the journal in the ledger, that the golden stones will take you to the golden city itself. At this point, the journey is much less difficult as you have a nice road to walk along. But still, it's cold, it's high, the air is thin. And even in this relatively peaceful section of land, you can feel the almost animosity of nature surrounding you.
Oh, nature, why do you hate us so?
Oh, it's not us it hates. It hates something else.
Alright, and for everybody, you can move your tokens onto the road ahead map. We will not be starting this tonight because it's almost stopping time, but I'll give you a little bit of description.
On the big black one?
The big black spot, yeah. This is how wide the road is.
Ease of light.
I guess they didn't do anything small in Thassalon, did they?
Go on, magic dealer.
So as you travel along the road, the road is 100 feet wide. Its surface patchy here and there with swaths of ice, but providing a nice flat surface to travel on. You see ahead of you an ominous looking cave, and peeking out from the edges of the cave you see 2 cloud giants. And as they look at you, they shout something from behind, and both of them grab hold of great boulders and prepare to heave them in your general direction.
At last!
Something to smite.
Yes.
And smite
Something
you
to
shall.
fight.
Alright.
Ah!
So, technically, this should happen right after this fight, but you guys can go ahead and level up to 16.
Ooh, ooh.
Because I don't think this fight is going to be much of a speed bump anyways.
Alright, let me go and roll hit points.
Keep him.
Alright, everyone, thank you for joining us tonight for Rise of Runelords. We'll see you next time.